What's happening, guys? I hope you've watched the recent videos that I've put up about me moving into my house and all that. But today I wanted to do a video of the Opeth side project, Bloodbath. Catalog is very short and sweet. This is pretty much everything that they've done except for Unblessing the Purity and Bloodbath over Bloodstock. Those are the only two things from the Bloodbath catalog that I don't have. Other than that, this is pretty much everything. So, I found out about Bloodbath by accident, actually. And it was a few years ago, probably about 2008 or 9, maybe, somewhere around there. But, it was one of those random days where I was just, I was watching a movie and I happened to catch Ace Ventura. And, the whole infamous scene with Cannibal Corpse where Jim Carrey goes into that metal bar and they're playing Hammer Smashed Face. And, when I was done watching the movie, I went online and I was just looking at more videos, just random music videos from them and, things of that nature. And, a live clip from the DVD for the Whack and Carnage right here came up, and it said Bloodbath, the Whack and Carnage Eaten, and it was live, and I'm like, well, this looks kind of interesting, and if it's similar to Cannibal Corpse or just any kind of old school death metal, I'm sure I'd probably enjoy it. So I watched it. And at the time, I didn't realize that there was an Opeth side project. So, the way it is on the DVD for this, there's a long stretch of where it just shows the crowd and it shows people clapping and yelling Bloodbath and all that crap. And all of a sudden, Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth comes on the stage with a microphone, and I'm like, what? I didn't know there was an Opeth side project. The only project I knew about was Opeth, and that was it. I didn't know there was. I didn't know anything about that. So I was blown away by that immediately. And then Axe gets on the drums, and I'm like, what? So I'm sitting there watching it, and Michael, doing this stupid, usual joking stage antics like he always does, and then they get into the song and I'm like yeah, this stuff is heavy, yeah. And then when it gets to the chorus for Eaton, I was like, wow, just visualizing what the lyrics are like in reality, it's extremely grotesque. It's extremely disgusting. Let's just put it that way. If you haven't heard the song, or if you really haven't listened to anything from Bloodbath at all, but extremely grotesque, extremely heavy. Bloodbath is just straight up, just old school, like gore death metal type stuff. In the vein of like Cannibal Corpse and Carcass and that sort of thing. But after that, I think the very first album from Bloodbath that I did pick up was actually, in fact, the Whack and Carnage. And I did get it at Metal Haven when Metal Haven was still open in Chicago. Unfortunately, it's not open anymore, which if it was open, I would go there and I would film myself buying like $500 worth of shit, because when that place was open, it was literally just a straight up metal record store. That's it. They didn't have anything else except metal. Imports, rarities, B-sides, vinyl, shirts, just DVDs, VHSs, just anything that had to do with metal at all, period, for any band that you could possibly think of, whether you've heard of them or not, it was in that store. So my friend Milo and I went there one day back, I'm pretty sure it was 2009, I think. And we went in there. And then, I didn't really have any specific stuff in mind. I was just kind of looking, because it was actually the one and only time I ever been there. But I went in there, and one of the first things that I found that I grabbed that I had to have after I saw that Eaton video here on YouTube was the Whack and Carnage right here. I had to get it. I didn't even care how much it cost. I think new sealed at Metal Haven. I think the guy was selling it for like 20 or 25 or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, I unfortunately that day I didn't. You know, it was during that period of time where I didn't have a job, and I ended up spending at least $250 at the most. I came back with this massive cardboard box full of random CDs that I knew I would never find unless I got them off Amazon or something. But oh man, it's just, you know, Bloodbath just blew my mind just from that song alone. I had to track down all their stuff, or at least most of it anyway. So this right here is the Breeding Death EP. And it has Breeding Death, Ominous Blood Vomit, and Furnace Funeral. And that's the only songs that's on here because it's an EP. And I got lucky and found this at Disc Replay, I think for $6.99 probably. And it's, you know, it's in pretty good shape. It even still has the sticker on it. The first actual studio album that they did is called Resurrection Through Carnage. And well, that just sucks, doesn't it? But I actually got this, and I got Nightmares Made Flesh. I actually got these both off of Amazon quite a while ago. And you know, if you're into old school death metal at all, like Obituary, Death, Gorguts, you know, Carcass, just anything like that, Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, just anything like that, you should definitely, you know, you would just immediately have an interest in these guys if you've never even heard anything from them or whatever. But yeah, their two main studio albums are these, and not only are they old school death metal, you know, with a lot of horror movie and gore, you know, images and you know, lyrics and stuff like that. They also have a lot of groove to them. It's some of their stuff, even though it's insanely heavy and, you know, violent and all that, it's actually pretty damn catchy. Okay, so this is my copy of Whack and Carnage that I mentioned earlier in the video that I got at Metal Haven while it was still open. Rest in peace, unfortunately. But I've always thought the cover artwork kind of reminded me of the first Saw movie, just because of, you know, when Dr. Gordon sawed his foot off to get out of the chains or whatever. When I saw it, that's immediately what I thought of. This is a fantastic live album. The second disc is the DVD of the live set, and the first disc is obviously the audio portion of it. And you know, I'll do a close-up of all my CDs, and I'll do a close-up of this individually, just so you can see what the booklet looks like and all that. But good stuff, good stuff. And then the last thing that I have is their last studio album that they did before they went on a long hiatus, because Opeth is pretty much, they probably are done with Pale Communion, and I can't wait for it, son. And this is honestly probably my least favorite Bloodbath album, the Fathomless Mastery. I actually kind of like the artwork that's on it, and yeah, the artwork is cool. The lyrics are, you know, just it's the same stuff, just extreme blasphemy, extremely, you know, anti-religion, extremely anti-societal, you know, humanity, you know, type crap. But I don't know, there's something about the music on this one. It's not up to par with the other stuff that came before it. It's just not. It's not quite the same. I don't remember which track it is, but there's a song on here. It might be Hades Rising, which is number 10. where it kind of sounds like a really mediocre gent like Meshuggah ripoff track. I don't know. There's even a song on here that kind of sounds Morbid Angel-ish a little bit. Yeah, it's my least favorite one, but I still do want to get a copy of Unblessing the Purity, and then after that I'll pretty much have everything I want from Bloodbath. I really don't want the Bloodbath over Bloodstock DVD, because I've actually watched some clips of it here on YouTube, and it's I don't know, it's just not, I don't like it. I think Michael's vocals are just, it's not, I don't know, it's nowhere near as good as the Awakened Carnage. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my spiel about Bloodbath, which is the Opeth side project, basically like an old school death metal supergroup of sorts, I guess. But thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and keep it heavy.